Hello YouTube, and today I have something absolutely amazing for a lot of you. A lot of you have been bugging me about a few of the things, and I've been happy to be willing to do it, but I had to wait for the mods to get updated before I was even able to consider this. But I've done a lot of work this weekend on this, and DMP finally just got updated to a stable version. So in this episode, I'm going to show you guys how to install the mods and join one of the 3 servers that I'm going to upload right now in the video. And also I'm going to show you guys how to do your own modded server at the same time. So for you advanced users, this might be a little bit tedious on some of the spots, but bear with it because I do have to cater to people that do not know basically everything about the modding. It's all pretty easy to do. It's all follow the steps, so you just pause the video if you're lost or anything. If you have any other questions that I maybe didn't answer in the video, just leave them down below. But without further ado, I'm going to show you guys how to do the whole KSP thing on multiplayer. So for the first thing we're going to need is we're going to need to go to dmp.org. Now I actually save these links for myself, but I'm going to copy them into the description down below, so that way you guys have it too. But for those of you who don't know, this is DMP's website. We're going to need 2 things from here. We're going to need the DMP client and the DMP server. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and download both of these. Now, my internet's a little bit faster than your guys's, so it might take you a little bit longer. But, okay. So now we have both the mods. So we're just going to open them up like so. And here's where it can get a bit finicky. So there's a specific way you need to copy them into your game. Now, actually, I'll start this one for you. So open your My Computer, go to your C drive, program files times 86. You're going to go down to Steam. Okay, and then you're going to go down to Steam Apps, Common. You need to find your Kerbal Space program. Now, if you plan on doing a modded version of KSP, you can always save 2 copies of the game. Now, the way you would do that is you would just copy this folder, paste it in another location on your computer, and then make a shortcut of this application file here and rename it something else. You can have them both on your desktop, and one of them will be for your modded version, one will be for the vanilla version. So anyways, but I don't want to overcomplicate it. So go into game data. Now here we have squad, because this is a vanilla copy of KSP. So we're going to take DMP server, we're going to open it up. Now you see that you have all this here, so we just want this folder. So we're going to drag that in, like so. I'm going to minimize this because I'm going to need that after. Now the client's a little bit different. We're going to open it up, you need to open up game data, and then you end up with this dark multiplayer. So you need to copy that over as well. And the funny thing is that that's basically all you have to do to be able to join somebody. Now somebody has to host the server. So like I said, you guys will be able to join my server, which I'm going to show you now. I'm going to open up TeamViewer. I've got my server remotely connected here. So what we're going to do is take Dark Multiplayer. I'm going to copy that. Let's do... We don't want these both vanilla career. So let's do... vanilla, let's say creative. Oop, gotta actually spell it right. Okay, so vanilla career. Let's paste dark multiplayer in there. Actually, you know what? Again, I'm gonna do this. So this is how you make the server. I'm gonna just make that clear. DMP server. Okay, so you just pick a folder somewhere on your computer, and you're going to need to copy the game in. And if you can't port forward, don't even bother with this part, because it's just not going to work out for you. Oh, crap, I forgot I can't do that directly from WinRAR. Alright. There we go. Let's take the server one, copy you guys into there. Now I'm going to do a few of these. That's odd. I'm going to keep this all open so you guys can kind of see me doing it. That way if anything weird happens, you'll... Actually, I should be able to still do that one. Okay, so let's start with Vanilla Career. Once you have your files in here, you need to double-click it, and it's just going to open this up. You need to allow access if you're on Windows 7 or Windows 8, and then just close it down. So now we have go into config, you have settings. Now these are all of your KSP settings. I'll try to make this full screen. I know I'm within a screen here. Now the port number is important. This goes for the port forwarding. So we're in 6702 for career. So this is vanilla career. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it port 6702 right here. Here we go. Okay, I'm just going to read this here real quick because it's okay. So we want this one to be career. So we're going to copy that into this field here. Game difficulty, we're going to put this one over to, we're going to leave it on normal. So if you guys want to join this one, it's going to be a normal career. Whitelisting is false. Now, this is important if you want to add mods. Mod control, enable stop invalid part sync. Basically, anybody with a modded file will not be able to join the server, or if they don't have all the mods that you have, they can't even log into the server at all. You can stop this, but it's going to cause problems in the server unless everybody has it. So I'm going to leave it on because this is vanilla for this particular one. And then here's the screenshot per player. I'm going to leave this, I'm going to put this down to, let's say, I don't know, 5. Screenshot height, we'll leave that default. Cheats, since this is career, we're going to go false. Okay, name of the server. Raging Geek. Career. Vanilla. Did I spell it wrong? Probably. Anyways, max players. I have a pretty powerful server on this. I'm going to just cap it at 30 for now. If I see there's more people, then I'll do that. Zero is disabled. Auto nuke, we're going to set that to 15 minutes. And set you to 15 minutes. Asteroids, we don't need that many. We're going to do 14. Now this is more or less basically what you want. Now the message of the day is, I like bacon. Do you? Okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, so now we're gonna save this. Save. Now, for me personally, I've already port forwarded port 6702 over to this computer. So basically, as soon as I run this, people will be able to join it. So just by opening this one up, people are able to join it. And this is the server here. Now what I can do to kind of show you guys to log into this, I'm going to leave this all running. I'm going to open up my KSP, and we're going to give this one a try, and then I'll minimize the game. But I'll do this quickly for the other two servers, and if you're wanting to see the mods, just keep listening to the video or kind of skip ahead until you see me do any of the mod stuff, because once I do the mods, that's when it's going to get interesting. Oh, there we go. I accept enable dark multiplayer. You'll have to do that too when you're doing this. So here we go. Wait for my game to load up. It doesn't take too long on my computer, but the one I'm going to build is going to be a lot. Here we go. Okay, so you have this dark multiplayer thing here. We're going to hit add. Now, for me, it's not on local. So for you guys, if you want to join that server, it's going to be gaming for the win.ddns.net. Enter. Nope, not enter. Don't do that. Oh, sorry. I'm derping. Derp. Name. All right. Vanilla career. Wow, I cannot type today. Vanilla career. For the address, it's going to be gaming for the win.ddns.net. Here we go. Now 6702. Add. Vanilla career. We're going to hit connect. See. Welcome. I like bacon. Do you? Thanks. I've got it. And from here, it's a regular career game. Now you guys can share this world. You can invite your friends. That's no problem. Now I'm going to just tab out here. You can see here on the server file that you can see that I've logged in here. Now I've used the external address, which is an external hosted address. So any one of my servers from here on out is going to be using gamingforthewin.ddns.net. I don't have a static IP for my ISP, so I have no choice but to use this. But this is going to allow me to do all these servers extremely easily. So I'm going to minimize this. Now we're going to go do a vanilla creative. Let's load this. It's going to give us a bit of an error here, which is fine. Alright, config. Go into settings. This one's going to be port 6703. And then this one is sandbox. We're going to leave it on normal. Okay, and we're going to leave this all default here. This players, I'm going to leave regular sandbox. We're going to pump that up to 40 players. Cheating will be off again, so false. And DMP server will be, again, raging underscore geek creative. Oh, screenshots per player. Did not mean to do that. Probably you guys are going, screaming in the comments here at me. There we go. I'm not perfect. I just know what I'm doing with this stuff. So we want auto nuke to every 15 minutes. We want a decazzler also every 15 minutes. And number of asteroids will be down to 14. There we go. Now, have fun. Please give my videos. Nah, I won't advertise. Have fun. Please, no trolling. Too hard. Okay. Amount of days screenshot should be expired. We'll say 1 day. We'll say 3. We'll leave compression on. Here we go. File. Save. Now, we're going to run this server. Allow access. Now this one's running on port 6703. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into my KSP, and for some reason Windows 8, you're being a derp. There we go. Okay, so we're going to disconnect. We're going to... What, am I being an idiot here? There we go. Huh. Just give me a second. I'm on brain fart mode right now. There we go. Add. There we go. Let's do this. Vanilla creative. And then we're going to change this port to 6703. Add server. Vanilla creative. Let's do connect. Make sure it's working. And we know this one's working. See, have fun. Please, no trolling. Too hard. Now you can change your name too for this. See, now this one's got a full space center. This one you can do basically everything you want. I mean, it's a full server. This one just doesn't have any mods. So 40 players, you guys can join in whenever you would like. I'm not going to make any promises for this to be up 24/7 because whenever KSP updates, it'll screw with things. If your game updates, you will not be able to join the servers until the servers are updated. And that can take a few days sometimes, as DMP doesn't really release their fully stable versions all the time. But if ever there's a non-stable version, I'll create a quick video explaining which version to use in the meantime. Now, this is the part for all of you modders that you guys are going to want to really pay attention. This is what we're going to use for the new war server. So I'll just do the quick load, let it quit out here. Now, I think I said this one was going to be 6701. Yeah, 6701 for this. Now, this is also going to be sandbox. Alright, let me just see here. Okay. Leave that to true. True. This one's important. I really have to pay attention to this one. This one I'm going to leave. It's going to be a little bit more VIP, and the reason being is because when we have the mods in it, it puts a lot of strain on everybody's computers, and we can't have 20 players in at a time. It'll just be completely unplayable. So I'm going to leave this... Oh, God damn it, I keep doing that with screenshots. 5 per player. Cheats were going to be false, as usual. Now. Raging underscore geek YouTube war server. Now, 12 players, all that can be connected all the time. Now, I am going to whitelist actually this server because me and Major Bucko will gain priority, obviously. And if ever I give out stuff for people, maybe I'll whitelist people onto the servers here. All right, where did I see that? Where the heck is whitelist? Whitelisting. Enable. Okay, enable mod control. Okay, here we go. Okay, auto nuke. This one's going to be every 10 minutes. And this one will be every 15 minutes. Number of asteroids, there's only going to be 10. Message of the day. Do not control another player's craft. Actually, we're going to put an exclamation to emphasize on this. Now, if any of you know of a mod that can add a password to a craft, please send it to me, and I will definitely give you admin privileges, or at least some sort of bonus privileges on the server, because this is something we really, really need. Have fun. There we go. Okay, I'm going to save this. Now, this is going to require a bit of an extra step. See the DMP mod control? Well, what we're actually going to have to do is go back to our computer here, and we're going to have to quit the game. Yep. Give it a second here. Okay. Now, you saw, those of you who saw this other list here, we have 3 mods that I'm going to start this server on right now. Now, we're going to go ahead, and again, I'm going to put these in the description of the video. You're going to need these mods. So, alright, here we go. First and foremost, we need BD Armory. Now, this is for obvious reasons, considering it's a war server. So you want to just basically follow what I'm doing here. So we're going to hit download. Again, we don't need to register for that. Please support him. He makes amazing mods. Like, honestly and truly, his mods are fantastic. So here we go. Now we have adjustable landing gear that we're going to do next, made by the same guy. That is Bahamato's BB Armory. I probably pronounced his name wrong, but you guys should know me by now and know that I'm not exactly very good at pronouncing everything. Now, we need procedural wings. I don't want to add huge part packs like B9 and all this kind of shenanigans in there. I don't know, Major Bucko is going to freak out about this. But procedural wings is basically all we need. We don't need to clutter everything. We may extend on this, but for now I got to keep it simple just because of how many people are going to be connecting to the server. We can't have a million mods on this. So, here we go. Okay. Let's open. Okay, WinRAR, nobody buys you. If you weren't so damn expensive, everybody actually would. Okay. Now, I'll minimize all this because you guys don't want a ton of clutter on the screen. Okay. We need to go find our Kerbal Space Program folder. I made a shortcut. Now, if you want to know how to do a shortcut like that, again, C drive, program files times 86. Go down to Steam, Steam apps, common. I have more games than this. They're on my my 1 terabyte over here, and then the 3 terabytes for my other video stuff. But yeah, I had a lot of games. I had like I can't even describe to you how many icons are on this desktop before, but it was just getting to be too much, and my SSD doesn't have a lot of space left on it, so I decided to clean out some crap. So Kerbal Space Program. Oop. Oh, damn it! What did I click? There we go. Game data. Now, if you want this onto your, or even the Kerbal Space Program, you can actually just drag it and drop, and it'll actually make a link, kind of like what I have there. So first, we're going to close those two. Okay, we're going to start with BD Armory. Open up game data, and now you want to copy the BD Armory folder over, like so. Okay. Now that one's okay. We're going to this is adjustable landing gear. You want to copy adjustable and the Baja SP. And last but not least, now, this one we're just going to open up the top one here, game data. We're going to copy over B9 and cross-feed enabler. That's it. Do not copy over the other ones. You will not be able to join the server if you do not have just these mods. So now, we want to leave this open, and I'm going to show you why. We're going to open up the game. Now, because I modified this version of the game, I will not be able to log into the other two versions, so I do suggest that you copy your entire Kerbal Space Program game. That way you can join multiple servers. So you can make a specifically modded version, or you can make just one version depending on which one you're going to join, but I suggest having two versions. So just copy and paste the game, and that way you can have a vanilla version which will update with Steam, and then you can have a mod version which will stay up. So, because what more than likely will happen is I'll leave the server up even though KSP gets updated, and I'll only update the server once all the mods are updated. So, okay. Now, if you're wanting to create your own server, you need to do this. You need to hit Options. You need to do Generate Whitelist for DMP mod control. If you want to just join the server, we just have to hit Add, and then we're going to call this War server. Laziness gaming for the win.ddns.net 6701, I believe it was. That server. Now, I won't be able to join, and we need to go back to the desktop. I need to open up here. Now, the reason why I told you guys to keep this open is, see this DMP mod control file? We need to copy that over to wherever you're storing your server file. We need to paste it in there and replace it. And the reason why is because this is going to control which mods are allowed in the game. So now when we allow access to this one here, 6701, here we go. Now we got all three of our servers running. I'll minimize that. We'll go back into the game here. Here we go. War server, connect. Now I'm in the war server, so as long as you know how to port forward, it's very, very simple to do this. I think I've covered it in a way that's pretty easy to understand. I've covered most of the stuff. I'll just quickly go in here so I can show you guys that there are indeed the mods in there. So yes, yes, yes. There we go. Okay, so let's put utility. Now here's all the weapon crates, and we got our mods and stuff and the missiles. So I'll just put that on there, and I'll hit launch, just as an example. Always takes a few seconds. So learning how to do the sync and all that stuff's a little bit different, but here, see, just killed myself. So the mods work. They're all there. Oh, that's funny. All right, but yeah. So I'm gonna go through one last thing. So now that you know how to basically make the server is very easy. You just need the mod server file, and you just need to make sure you port forward. And I know this is the part where I'm going to get a lot of comments, people saying, oh, I don't know how to port forward, I don't know if I can port forward. I'm not going to do Hamachi server. I'm not going to show you guys how to do that. That's just, I don't like Hamachi for this kind of stuff. It doesn't work good on KSP. I've tried it a few times. I have a bit of problems with Hamachi on my computer, but the reason I'm not going to do it is because KSP needs a very quick latency. It doesn't work very good if you don't. So, all right. Now, this is my router. If for those of you unsure how to access your router to see this, if you're on Windows 8, it's going to be up here. You need to go to search. If you're on Windows 7, you're going to click your start button. There's going to be a spot to type. Any earlier version of Windows than that, then there's usually a run button. But we're going to go here, search. You're going to type in CMD. Okay, this is command prompt. You're going to type in ipconfig, like that. Hit enter. Now, this is going to give you your computer's IP address, and it's going to give you your default gateway. Now, this stuff's going to change, so I'm not too concerned, but never ever give people this stuff because they can see your MAC address and all this other stuff. You do not want that. So we see that this one's 192.168.0.1. Now, if I punch that in, I'll just close down my browser and redo it because I don't want it to, so I can show you what it's going to do here. Okay. So it's going to prompt you with a page. If you have a D-Link or TP-Link, Cisco, Linksys, they're basically the same brand. All these different brands, you can generally look at this way. The default is usually admin. For me, it's admin, and I'm not telling you the other password. But again, I'm going to change that after. So here we go. We're in our router. Now this can be overwhelming for some, and for you advanced users, you know exactly where to go. It's this forwarding tab right here. You basically need to look for forwarding or anything to do. It's kind of hard to explain, but for virtual servers. So you see here that I have these servers. This is the Minecraft server. This is the other buttons here. Now most of these are the same. When you add one, you basically pick a port. So for 6702 as an example, and then you give an IP address. Now if you're using your computer, then the address you got from command prompt, I'll show you that here again. Okay, so mine is .100. So if I wanted to host it from this computer, I would have to put 192.168.0.100 right here. 6702 is the default, which is what you'll use, and then you hit save. Now that'll add a service port. Now what this does is it takes all traffic coming into your internet connection and it passes it along to your computer so it knows where to go. Now if you want your friends to connect, they need this. Go to ipchicken.com. They need this. This is your external IP. So if you put in this with the port number 6702, that will get you your number, but it will have to be your own number. Now for me, you saw that I have Gaming for the Win. That's a special service from noip.com. You can get a free version of that if you want, because this number is dynamic. Now what that means is it's going to change a few times per day. It'll change when you restart your router. There's lots of times where this number will change, and then it's going to make it so your friends can't join your server. So if you don't want that to happen, you'll have to use a service like NoIP. You can use the free one. You just have to confirm it every month if you want to give it a try. I bought a premium version because I plan on hosting lots of servers. So yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot else to say. You just need the mods. Follow the description. If ever anything changes, I'll usually update a video. I do have a discussion board. You can ask questions there. Be sure to leave questions in the comments down below. I will answer your questions. If you're having any problems or you're not able to connect, just describe to me what it's doing, and if you have to say anything personal, let me know and we can do it by email. That way you're not putting that in the comment section. Definitely don't put your IP address in the comment section. That would just be plain silly. Do not do that. But yeah, I mean, I hope lots of you are going to enjoy this. I mean, I know I am going to be playing with you guys. I think I'm going to log in after and maybe put a few flags around so that you guys will know you guys have the right server. But yeah, don't forget to give a like and tongue twister here. Don't forget to like the video. Leave a comment, like I said. It really helps me out. Pass this along to your friends. If you guys want to play together, you're more than welcome to use my server to play together. That's not a problem. If you guys need another server up and running with different mods or anything, I may be able to upload one or two. Now those would definitely not be permanent, just because I have a limited amount of bandwidth and everything that I can upload for this. I mean, with my KSP, and then I have Space Engineers coming up soon when we have the planets update. I'm going to have a massive server going with that, so that's going to take a lot of juice. I'll probably have to take my i5 out and dedicate it onto that. But yeah, until next time, guys, have a good one.